All right, welcome back. Today, we are diving into, honestly, one of the coolest concepts in the entire Plasm ecosystem, and that is the superpower of time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Time just ticks by, right? Well, not here. In Plasm, time is the secret ingredient, the rocket fuel that can make your growth go, well, exponential.
Yep, you heard me. You're a time traveler. Because today, we're going to show you how you can literally harness the future to, completely maximize your rewards. And don't worry, it's less about needing a DeLorean and a whole lot more about a really simple but super powerful strategy.
Okay, so to make this whole thing crystal clear, we're going to use a super simple analogy for this entire explainer. A magic piggy bank. Yep, that's it. No complex jargon, just something we can all wrap our heads around.
And honestly, it really is this simple. So, step 1. You put your Plazm tokens, let's just call them candy for now, into this piggy bank. The second you do that, a timer starts ticking. And this, right here, is where the magic happens. See, this isn't just a box to hold your stuff, it's more like an incubator. The longer your candy just sits there, the more bonus candy it starts making, all on its own.
And check this out, because the difference here is it's just staggering. If you crack open that piggy bank after just 7 days, sure, you get a nice little treat, a little piece of candy. But what if you wait? What if you're patient and wait 77 days? Well, you're not just getting a few more pieces of candy, you are getting the entire candy store. It's the perfect way to see how time works here. It's not a straight line at all.
Okay, so that's how it works. But the why is just as important. I mean, why is the system built to reward patience so much? Well, it's all about building a stronger, healthier ecosystem for every single person involved. You see, when you lock your tokens for a long time, you're doing more than just waiting. You're sending a really powerful signal. You're basically saying, hey, I'm not just here for a quick visit. I believe in this project for the long haul. You're showing confidence. And the Plazm ecosystem, it is absolutely designed to see that commitment and reward it, big time. Let's think about this like two different people. First, you've got the quick snacker. They're in, they're out, and that can make the market jump all over the place, kind of like a sugar rush trampoline. But then, you've got the long saver. This person commits for the long term, and they create a solid foundation, a stable, predictable economy. And when more of us are long savers, the entire system just gets stronger for everybody. All right, let's get into the good stuff. The math behind the magic. This is the real rocket fuel that powers your rewards. And hey, don't worry, you don't need to be a math genius for this. We're going to break down the super simple but crazy powerful formula that makes all of this tick. Okay, first things first, we need to talk about one key idea, and that's shares. Forget any complicated definitions you've heard. Just think of them as raffle tickets, reward tickets. When it's time to hand out the prizes, the person holding the most tickets, well, they get the biggest slice of the prize pool. It's that simple. So your goal? Get as many of these tickets as you possibly can. And here it is, the secret formula, the secret sauce. Your shares equal the Plazm you put in, times the number of days you lock it, squared. That little to the power of 2 up there, that is everything. It's the whole game changer. It means that time isn't just adding up, it's multiplying against itself. This is huge. So what does that actually mean? Well, if you lock your tokens for just twice as long as somebody else, you don't get double the shares. No, you get 4 times the shares. That is that squared formula just doing its thing.
And it gets even crazier. Let's say you go for 3 times this long. You're not getting 3 times the reward tickets, you're getting 9 times the shares. You see, this is that exponential growth we were talking about. This is how a little bit of extra patience turns into a massive, massive reward.
Let's look at it on a chart to really see it. Let's say staking for 7 days gets you, 10 candies. Now, if you just double that time to 14 days, you might think you'd get 20 candies, right? Wrong. Because of that formula, you get 40. That's a tiny bit more waiting for a huge leap in rewards.
But of course, what happens if you end your stake early? Well, think of it like baking cookies. If you open the oven door too soon, what happens? They're all doughy and gooey on the inside, right? It's the same idea here. If you break your commitment, you get a penalty. You don't lose what you put in, but you do lose some of those amazing bonus rewards. You basically get undercooked cookies. It's a great reminder that you gotta be patient to get the full reward.
Okay, so far we've been talking about your rewards. But let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Because your patience isn't just good for you, it's good for the entire Plazm ecosystem. Let's switch analogies for a second.
Think of staking your plasma like planting a seed in a garden. I mean, if you plant a seed and then dig it up tomorrow, what do you have? Just dirt, right? But if you wait, if you let it get sunshine and water, it grows into a huge fruit tree. And every single day that you stay staked, that's another day of sunshine for your plant, helping it grow bigger and stronger.
And while all that's happening, while you're just patiently waiting, something else amazing is going on in the background. The Plazm buy and burn engine is always running. It's taking profits, buying tokens off the market, and just, poof, getting rid of them. That reduces the total supply. So think about it. Not only are you earning more tokens from staking, but the value of each token you hold is designed to go up over time. It's like a powerful 1-2 punch.
Woo! Okay, we've covered a ton of ground, right? From magic piggy banks all the way to some pretty cool math. So let's do a super quick recap to make sure all these key ideas are locked in.
All right, let's nail this down. Waiting longer? That's just like growing a plant. The longer you wait, the bigger the harvest. The share system? Those are your reward tickets. And longer locks get you way, way more of them. And that day square formula, that's the rocket power that makes your rewards grow exponentially, not just in a straight line. And of course, ending a stake early is like pulling out undercooked cookies. You lose out on the best part. Get these 4 ideas, and you've got the key to the whole thing.
So now you get it. You've mastered how time, on its own, is a tool for building your own rewards in Plazm. But here's the next big question. What happens when we take everyone's patience and put it all together? How does this turn from a solo game into a massive team sport?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in our very next explainer. We're going to dive deep into the shared pool and see how every single person's effort helps build one giant collective treasure chest. A treasure chest that benefits everybody. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss that one. I'll see you then.